Hello, y'all. I am back again for another live. And so, this live, and of course, I know y'all have watched videos about texting and things like that. But what I try to do is in real time give real solutions for things that may seem easy. It's easy to watch a video and it says just stop texting. I've done those videos before. I also did a video years ago recommending not to block people. However, since that time, the blocking mechanisms have changed. So this is the thing. So one of my concerns was when you block people, it deletes a trail of evidence that could be needed later in a life or death situation. So years ago, when I recommended not to block people, and I think I mentioned in one of those videos, it deletes evidence. If you block someone and they're not texting, their text won't show up. Okay. Their text will not be revealed. Their calls won't be revealed. However, when you block people now, it's actually an excellent thing to do if you don't want to receive text messages from them. Because the new technology now, and I just learned this over the past 6 to 12 months, really, I think actually about a year. For the last 12 months, I have been using the blocking people's phone numbers. Not many people, there's not many people I need to block, but sometimes you just want to block people for a certain amount of time. Sometimes you need to get things done. So if you got somebody, I blocked a couple of people last year, and it wasn't really out of anger. It's just that I could not stop them from calling me all day. On and off, all throughout the day, I was getting phone calls and I had things I needed to do. They call it what, blowing up your phone. And in some way, I felt like it was intentional. Like this person got to know that people have stuff to do during the day. So those people I have unblocked and I'm not having that problem with anymore. Okay. So what I learned from that is when I did the block, I learned that when they began calling me again, even though it won't ring and I won't hear it ring, it still will show that they called. And then it will, on my phone, it has a blue circle and then it has a line going through it. So I'm like, huh. So I like that feature because, like I said, with these particular people, I was not mad at them and I did want to call them back. So I like the fact that when you block people now, it does show that they're still calling you. I think if you don't want it to show it at all, you need to call your cell phone carrier. And your cell phone carrier, if you gave them the phone number, and I know this for a fact, if I called my cell phone carrier and said, look, I want y'all to block this number, then you won't see the number at all anymore. Okay. So, and sometimes some cell phone carriers do charge for that. It's like a $5 fee or something like that. I'm not sure if they still charge. I've never had to go that far where I've had to have a cell phone carrier do it. However, this video is focused on the texting issue. So, like I said, it's easy to watch a video and it says just don't text anymore, but it's not a realistic perspective per se, and it may not be so easy to do. So I'm just going to share with you what I've been doing. I gave you one example. So now my reason for blocking people is not that I don't want to talk to the person. It's just that I don't want to get their text. I want to stop texting relationships. Most people will not abuse it. However, I think text should be for like pictures and stuff. So what needs to happen is I'm going to recommend this to you. When I was being raised, there was no texting. You want to get out of this generation. If you get out of the technology generation and you kind of balance out what you're going to use things for, you will be in a better situation. Thank you so much for the like, y'all. Click another like if you're in here, okay? So this video is going to be, thank you so much for clicking the like. I won't be able to tell who clicked the like, but I appreciate it. Um, Hello, Poop Poop. Thank you so much for coming into the live. So in this video, I'm going to try not to make it too long. You know, I mean, some of my, I shouldn't even say that. You know, I could say that and be on here 2 hours, but I don't think this one will be that long. And so, and this is why I actually came to the video with some notes today. So believe it or not, you know, even though we kind of freestyle here on YouTube, a lot of times you know, that's a gift when you have a subject matter and you can just start discussing things. So, okay, the texting. So I talked about the aware narcissist that I used to be with, and I call him an aware narcissist because he says, goddamn right. And God means GOT, y'all, not God. Goddamn right, I'm a narcissist. This is how this man talks. So it's fair to call him an aware narcissist, right? I mean, come on now. He's calling himself that. So I'm no longer in a relationship with this man. This man does not come in my home and stuff like that. And this can be for even if you're having a problem with the female or lady or girl narcissist. And girl means adult, y'all. Teens, adults. She can be a narcissist and be a teenager. So what happens is this. HG Tudor went over this in one of his videos on reasons that it will not work with the narcissist. And one of the reasons it will not work with the narcissist is because the games never stop. So they create a tit for tat relationship, which empathic people that have empathy don't use enough. So when you're in a tit for tat situation with somebody where you do something, they get revenge, they do something, you get revenge. It's a retaliation relationship, and it's not based on love. However, empathic people need to learn when to retaliate when it's appropriate. So it's also a weakness for an empath, an aware empath. I use this term. I came up with this term. It's a weakness. Poo poo. What do you mean, sec? SEC. What does that mean? Okay, thank you so much for the emojis. So, okay, with the texting thing, you don't know. Okay, so it's fine, no problem. So I'm gonna kind of get to what I'm getting to, so you don't get bored or anything. So the thing, what I'm finding with texting, I began saying don't use block, but of course block has changed. Okay, so I don't like texting relationships, and I feel texting relationships should be for career situations like your job and stuff. Texting situations and relationships with your bosses and managers will work very, very good because of the fact that it leaves a evidence trail. So in job situations, I would rather my boss text me and say, I need you here by noon today, or I need you here by noon on Wednesday, because it leaves a trail. So when I show up at 11:50 or noon, he can't say, no, I told you 9 a.m. So texting and work relationships are excellent because you have evidence. You can say, no, it says noon here, sir or ma'am. You know, so in those type of situations, it's beneficial. But what happens is with aware narcissists, unaware narcissists, they're gonna use a lot of texting, y'all. There's a lot of shame that comes with just being a narcissist, and a lot of times they know they ain't right. They know they did you wrong. They know they strung you along. They know they don't have the capability to have legitimate, healthy relationships, especially an aware narcissist. He or she has definitely figured that out. That's why they're able to comfortably say, yes, they are a narcissist. So what happens is what you want to do is just stop the intrusion in your life. So these are boundaries that I will have that I find that narcissists will struggle to have. So, for example, the aware narcissist that taps in here and there with me, he doesn't like it when I do not respond to good morning texts. So no matter whether I reply or not, he'll still keep doing it. So whether the narcissist is aware or not, they will still do things that's really not in their best interest. Okay. They just will. I mean, they're more easy to manipulate if you wanted to be a manipulator than you could ever imagine, but you're not going to get much out of it. So the reason I don't text people good morning every day is because, for one, they don't live with me. And it's a what it creates in the brain when you're texting and communicating with someone every day. What it does for your brain is it makes your brain feel like you're actually in a relationship with them. I'm all about the brain, y'all. I've done studying, and I watched videos many years ago with the brain surgeons explaining how to create more happiness and giving tips on the things you can do with the brain and getting you to understand how your brain works. Your brain is no different than your leg. Right now, I'm standing. So I'm going to tell my foot to move. I'm moving it with my flip flop on. Okay. You do the same thing with your brain. So you are capable of sending messages to your brain and from your brain. And also, a major part of your brain you don't even use. And there's different ways you can use your brain more. So, for example, if someone you broke up with is sending you a good morning text every day, every other day, however often they do it, the reason they're doing it is, for one, they want to control you. Okay. So remember, anyone that's communicating with you every day, that's an ex-boyfriend or girlfriend, they're doing it to maintain control of you. It has nothing to do with love. That's why they want to do it, just to control you. So you got to stop thinking everybody like you so much. Okay. So what I do is my main focus is always my brain. So I know that when I'm getting good morning texts from this aware narcissist, he doesn't come in my house. I no longer go to his place. We don't hang out anymore. So what he will do is send me a good morning text every day. And it's not because he likes me so much. It's just so that hopefully he always has the hope that if I get vulnerable enough, I'll go sleep with him, which will not happen because I'm not going to be going around him. I would never enter into a regular sexual relationship with someone like this. This is not something, this man is not someone, or any one of his nature is not someone where I'm going to carry on forever with him. So what happens is, with even an aware narcissist or an unaware narcissist, they live in the past. They're unable to accept that things are over. So what this aware narcissist will do, he's pissed off. He's expressed to me that he don't like it when I don't respond. I apologize. He's already said that he doesn't like it when I don't reply to the good morning text. And he sends them to me every day, y'all. If he liked me so much, he would pick up his phone and call me every day, like it used to be. And that's another thing, whether the narcissist is an aware narcissist or an unaware narcissist, they're incapable of bringing a relationship back the way it used to be. And they will especially do it when you have boundaries set and you've pretty much moved on with your life. So I'm going to give you a perfect example of how it plays out. For months and months, we don't have to talk. Okay, so Say you go 4 to 6 months without talking. So I received a text about a month or so ago, and it was because a friend of his in his friend group passed away. So I'm not no cold nature person, y'all. I mean, you send me a text saying somebody died. Okay, I'm sorry to hear that. We ended up talking on the phone for a little bit, fine. We talked about the discrimination in hospitals, and stuff like that. And see, this is the thing with narcissists. That's all they was ever supposed to be to you. Most of the time, a prior narcissist that you had in your life, whether they be a lady or a man, they was only capable of being someone you talk to every blue moon or hang out with once a year or so. They never was supposed to be much more. And so if you can comprehend that part and understand that, you'll be on a better road. So because I replied, he began, going back. That's the way he hoovers. He'll hoover. Those are hoovers. So when he texts me every day, good morning text, those are boring to me. I'm just going to be honest. It's nothing I'm getting out of it. I get something out of someone saying good morning to me where I can hear their voice. That's how I was raised. I was raised where people said good morning to me. So I know the power of good morning. There's no power when somebody's texting it to you. Half the time, they don't even type it out. They say GM. If there's any drop of power that's in it, it's through it being spelled out. Like I got an email from a judge one time. And this was like last year. And a judge emailed me and he said, good morning, Irene. So see, it can be more power if it's put in an email as well. It makes the email professional. It comes off more genuine in an email, especially if the person is not emailing me this every day. Okay. So with GM, which means it's abbreviated for good morning, it don't mean anything. It's nothing else pretty much coming with it. So I don't reply to the aware narcissist because I'm not in a relationship with him anymore. So why would I be talking to someone every day I'm no longer with? It makes no sense. And that's the part where narcissists will struggle because they're struggling in their personal lives and they care about stuff that I don't care about. This aware narcissist, he still cares about sleeping with someone every blue moon. He still cares about being able to have some level of control of me through the phone. He still cares about knowing what I'm doing, and I don't care about any of that. So he expressed to me, and this is how you know a narcissist is pissed off with you, right? When they say, oh, it ain't no big deal. You ain't got to text me good morning. You ain't got to reply good morning. It's fine. I mean, I know you're not replying. This is how he's talking to me. I know you're not replying good morning. So it's no big deal. And then I told the aware narcissist, I said, look, I'm a person, I like to say good morning. We're not compatible. See, whether the narcissist knows they're one and they're an aware narcissist or they're an unaware narcissist, they cannot meet the standard of intimacy and affection. Y'all are like oil and water. I get nothing from sending a text good morning to someone or receiving it. It's nothing I'm getting from it. The narcissist, what they're getting is the hoover and the feeling of control. And when you reply to the good morning text, you confirm that you're under control. But see, I don't reply. So I'm confirming that I'm not under control. I don't reply very often. I replied like a month ago because he said that the brother died. And I had nothing against that particular person that passed away. And I was curious to know what happened. Okay. And it led into a very interesting conversation about the discrimination that is going on the West Coast and how some of these people, they really should be airlifted in and kept inpatient in the hospital. So this particular brother, he's about 60 years old. He passed away. In my opinion, he would still be alive if he got airlifted in. If he was going to be ambulanced or driven in, he should have been taken to a different hospital, a hospital that specialized in head trauma. So that didn't happen. And also, he wasn't kept in the hospital inpatient. Within 2 weeks, he died in his house. This particular gentleman died in 2 weeks, and it's due to the failed medical system here on the West Coast. So it led into an interesting conversation, okay, that I can share with you on this video. And I've been talking about medical situations on and off. However, this video is about the texting. So I'm going to update it. It's okay to block people now if you don't want their text, but you want their calls. Because I ain't got no fancy iPhone and no up-to-date phone, y'all. I got to just straight up Android. That's not what I'm doing this live on, but I do use an Android. And it's cracked at the top. This phone got 1, 2, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's too many cracks to count. Okay, it's all at the top. And it was the phone I was using for my music, y'all. I didn't use my speaker today. I just used the phone. Because sometimes I don't want the music coming in too loud. I use about up to 5 different devices to do these lives. Today I'm only using, actually 6 devices. Okay, let me see. 1, 2, yeah, I use up to 6 devices to do my lives. And today I'm just using 3. Okay. Usually I can use 3 to 4 devices and be just fine. So, because remember, I got a makeshift studio. So anyway, updating the point. So to get out of the texting thing and to stop the texting hoovers, if the person been texting you every day, good morning, that's enough police evidence. If they've been texting you good morning and you barely reply or never reply, you don't need no more evidence on this fool. If they came and shot your house up or assaulted you and the police and detectives got your phone, they will be able to see that you basically had somewhat of a stalker. Okay, so you got enough evidence. So now since you got your evidence that they text you and stuff like that, screenshot it, send it to your email. Hopefully you've gotten enough control of the situation where even the narcissist should be a little apprehensive or fearful or have a discomfort with coming to your crib, which this narcissist does. The average person is going to be uncomfortable just coming to my crib, showing up like that, okay? Because I stick to firm boundaries and I let people know, don't come here, I don't come to your house. Okay, that go to your own house. You don't belong here. So unless you live here and you're an invited visitor. So anyway, so it's okay to block now because I think most phones will let you know they're calling. So if you do want to speak with the person, you want to get out of these texting situations. As long as you have texting relationships, stuff is going to just draw out further. So these are the reasons that narcissists have text conversations with you. And it's going to seem kind of like a contradiction, but I want you to listen very carefully. They have text conversations with you because, one, people that they have, wait a minute, let me take this back. People that they have sex with. So narcissists text because they are having sex with you. 2, narcissist text. I want you to process it. I'm not going to go through them too fast because I want you to process it. So they're having sex with you. So that's why they're texting you. Okay. Now in this situation, I'm not having sex with this man. So that's not why he's texting me. I will give you the reason he's texting me. It's not the first one because I don't have sex with him anymore. 2, people they want to have sex with. There's 2. Those are the people that narcissists text. Okay. If a narcissist or psychopath is not texting and contacting you, you've done fully what you need to do in court and outside of court for them to leave you alone. It's not a good thing that they're texting you. It means that they think that they can still get you to do what they want to do, or they have so little fear that they are not fearful at all. They still want to try you. That's their narcissism. Their narcissism makes them do that. Okay. So let me start again. One, people that they have sex with, which means they're currently having sex with them. Okay. So I'm going to give you a minute to think if that's who you are. Or you number one? Are you someone that the narcissist is having sex with? If so, you want to, and one of your goals should be for you not to be that person. Because once you're not that person, over time, your situation will get better and the Lord will bring other things in your life and people. Okay, you will be blessed more and you will have a certain level of freedom and peace and your life will move on. It does not mean, when I say your life will move on, it doesn't mean you're going to have another spouse, significant other, or boyfriend or girlfriend. That's not what I mean. Stop thinking that when people say move on, you're going to have somebody else. You don't have to have somebody else. What you want is that narcissist or psychopath out of your life. That's your goal. Even without being in a serious relationship, as long as that narcissist or psychopath is out of your life, and much of the time, them and their kids, y'all, a lot of times you want all of them out. They use it as kids, the narcissist and psychopath that you was with, they whole family. You want their whole family out of your life. However, in some cases, it's nothing wrong with the psychopath or narcissist family. They have a good family and you can maintain some level of contact with a few people. Usually not many, okay? So one, the narcissist is texting you because you're having sex with them. Having sex with them doesn't mean you do it every day. You could be doing it once a month, every day, every 2 days. And it's likely to be happening if you continue to let them in your house and you go to their house. Okay, so number two, the narcissist is texting you and having, I call it text conversations as well. They're texting or having text conversations with you because they want to have sex with you. That's two. So that would be why the narcissist is texting me. He wants to have sex with me. And that's it. You got to come to reality of what people really want from you. You're not special. Get out of that entitlement. It's not really your fault. It's the type of person they are. See, remember I talked about the use of your brain, right? Unaware narcissists or unaware narcissists, they don't use their brain in the way I would or you would. That's all they're capable of. It doesn't mean it's something wrong with you. You're not a bad person because they want to have sex with you. It just means that you still are attractive to people. It could be kind of like a compliment. I'm a worry when nobody want to have sex with me no more. That's when I'm going to get worried. I'm not worried because somebody texts me because that's what they want. And with this aware narcissist, he knows not to ask me for it. So he's very strategic with the way he deals with me. They're texting and having text conversations and texting you the good morning text and GM text and all of that because that's all they want. Okay. And a lot of times it's because they're struggling to get it out there. The person they're doing it with now, they don't like it that much. They liked it better with you. And it can happen. You know, the new sex partner that the narcissist has could suck. They ain't enjoying it. It was much more enjoyable with you. Okay, people get different experiences through different sexual relationships. So three, The narcissist is texting or having text conversations with you because they do not have sex with, or they have never had sex with this person. So I have another gentleman. He's been my friend for decades and decades. I talked about him on the Preventing Ensnarement. And he's a friend, but he texts, and pretty much that texting relationship is pretty much stopped. I let him know I'm not a texter. And I always do videos about that particular gentleman. That's the one that has the homes and stuff that asked me to marry him. I don't enter into neglect and abuse situations. I'm not looking for a husband that's gonna neglect me. And all the signs are there. When you just pay attention to a person, when you got to learn to vet people, figure out who they are, look at their lifestyle. This man got a big old house and don't even use his kitchen, y'all. Don't bring no groceries in. He say all he eating in there is cereal and milk. Okay, now let me become his wife, right? He gonna go from just eating cereal and milk to expecting me to be the cook all day. He's gonna go from one extreme to another. I don't get in situations like that. I don't care what they own. I'll pay $15,000 in rent before I move in with a nut. And it is a nut. You got to start picking up on the nut signs, okay? This person is out their freaking mind. They in a brand new borderline mansion, you just as well say. So just call it a mini mansion. This house is over 4,000 square feet. And this Negro ain't using his kitchen at all, talking about he just eating cereal and milk in it and go out to eat every day. Ain't cooking no waffles in the oven, soups. I mean, just basic things. A lot of times I don't make big meals, but just off the top of my head, tuna, waffles, my vegetable soups. I make my coffee right from my stove top, my cappuccinos, ice cream, salads, vegetable platters, cooking smoked and oven roasted turkey meat. Basic things. These are things that I have to use utensils for and use my stove and stovetop for. Potatoes, broccoli, ranch dip, carrots, cauliflower, things like that. I mean, I utilize my kitchen here. Okay, so let me see. So that would be number 3 for that particular gentleman. I'll say it again. Number 3 on why the narcissist is texting you or having text conversations with you is because you're a person that they do not currently have sex with and have never had sex with. Okay, so they're trying to get some power and control through the texting. Number 4, the narcissist texts and they're having text conversations with you. Remember, I said conversation. And you'll know it's a text conversation when they're talking about somebody died, how old they were, why they died, and stuff like that. And I stop those conversations. I'm not giving text all of that. Call me or I'll call that person. So for people that they are not having sex with, okay, is number 4. I wanted to list that out separate. So are you the number 4, someone that the narcissist is not having sex with? So that's why they're texting you and or having text conversations with you. Outside of your boss at work or other business partners, I would suggest that you stop having text conversations with people that don't conversations. You will get a lot of unhealthy and toxic people and people that do not have real communication skills and people that don't want to have a serious, legitimate relationship with you. So number 5, and a relationship does not involve just a significant other. A relationship is anyone, friend, neighbor, family member, sibling, church member, someone you go to the masjid with, the monastery, stuff like that. Okay, number 5. And it might seem like some of these things I'm naming are kind of rhetorical, but it has a point because I want to make sure that you get yourself in one or more of these categories. You will be in one of these categories. That's why I broke it down like this. Number 5, people that stopped having sex with the narcissist. So, are you someone that stopped having sex with the narcissist? I wanted to list that separately, even though it seems like it emerged or ensnared in number 3. I wanted to list that separately. Okay, so once again, number 5 is people that they stopped having sex with, or people that stopped having sex with them. So it's people like me and you that we stopped having sex with the narcissist. Usually narcissists do not stop having sex with you. If you keep having sex with the narcissist, they will do it until the day you die. They'll come in the nursing home and give you some dick or pussy. You could be bedridden and they touch it on you. Okay, so you have to stop having sex with the narcissist by no longer desiring to be with this creature. Okay, and they're creatures, whether they're a lady or a man. Leave these creatures alone. Okay, number 6, people that they play games with for years. So a narcissist will text and have text conversations with people that they play games with for years. The aware narcissist right now to this day does that with me. So when he expressed to me that he didn't like that I don't send him a good morning text back, he's not my man. This aware narcissist, he's not my man. He's not my boyfriend. He ain't my husband. I don't have to text this man. Narcissists do not understand basic common sense. He's not even a friend. I don't even let the man in my home and I don't hang out with the man. But the aware narcissist that I was once with, he has a sense of entitlement that I have to text him or reply to him, and I do not. Narcissists do not know how to have breakups. It's common sense for him to leave me alone and to stop contacting me, whether it be through text or the phone. But he has an addiction, so he can't stop himself. Okay? So what he does is, okay, this is how he retaliates. So because I won't reply to his text, if I call him, he won't answer and he'll just text me for the next 3 to 4 days. So that's the punishment I'm on for not responding to his text. Because I don't respond or reply to the good morning text. If I call, because remember I told the narcissist, you got to call me, okay? Or I'll call you. And he'll do that. He'll call me and I'll call. I don't call no one that won't ever call me. If they won't ever call me, I'll just stop calling. This is common sense, right? You got to make it where you're about something, okay? So you should have too much to do to be blowing up people's phone and never call you back. Now, if it's kind of strange that a person don't answer and you send a text saying, "Are you okay?" That's different, okay? So this is where, okay, when a narcissist starts getting into that retaliation mode or that vindictive mode, because retaliate means that's something I will do. Retaliation, if you look it up in the dictionary, it means to harm. It means to harm someone that has harmed you. Listen. Stop saying narcissists retaliate. They're getting revenge and being spiteful. Revenge is something you can get on someone. Revenge is a form of retaliation that's done to people that have not done anything to anyone. Like the random people that are killed just because they're a certain race. This particular person just does not like this particular race and just shoots them down. That's revenge and spitefulness. But if you look up retaliation, that's something that I would do against someone that's harming me. Look it up. As soon as you look up retaliate, it will say to get back at someone that has harmed you first. They have legitimately harmed you. They raped your child, assaulted your parent for no reason. So you decide, I'm going to beat their ass. That's retaliation. You are retaliating against someone that's harmed you for no reason. There's no good cause that they're harming or threatening you. That's retaliation. What narcissists are getting is revenge, and they're being spiteful and evil and wicked. It's not true retaliation. So correct it. If someone tells you, well, you kind of you vindictive. If you're getting back at people that have done something to you, you ain't really vindictive. You're retaliating. It's what people do in wars. You blew up all my kids and my wife and my husband and my mom and dad. You blew us up and killed my whole family. So now I'm going to come for you. That's retaliation. Vindictiveness and revenge and spitefulness, they're separate from retaliation. Use retaliation when you're an empath. Okay, if you know you're an empath and you are an aware empath, you can say, yes, I do retaliate. It's nothing wrong with it. People, if you never retaliate, people are not going to respect you. And retaliation does not include fighting and physically fighting. Someone came in your home, they're a family member, they kept being consistently abusive. You retaliated. You said, man or ma'am, you can't come here no more. You didn't go kill them and shoot them down. You might not have even called the police. You just say, for the rest of your life, you're no longer welcome in my home, sir or ma'am. That's retaliation. The person is harming you because they're coming in your residence, being abusive and starting fights. So you retaliate by not allowing them in the home anymore. Retaliation does not have to be violent. I am someone that will retaliate. I will. And it's nothing wrong with it. But it needs to be a sensible retaliation. Sensible. Now, if you have crazy and you are insane, don't retaliate because you don't know how far to go. Okay, I know how far to go. It's a good skill. It will benefit you. And also, when you're known to be someone that retaliates, when someone has harmed you, people will keep their hands off you. Now, if you are known for being someone that never retaliates, retaliation, like I said, it can be just not talking to someone anymore for their behavior. If you are known for being someone that never will retaliate, hey, guess what? You're going to be the person people jumping on all the time, cussing out, writing sick ass letters. You're going to check your mailbox and some crazy bastard going to have wrote you a letter saying they're going to chop your toes off. All kind of stuff is going to be happening to you. So this particular aware narcissist, because I will not reply to his good morning text, he decided to, if I call him, do not answer, because he wants to teach me a lesson. He's trying to teach me that, hey, if you don't reply to my text, bitch, this is what he's saying to me through a passive aggressive way. He's saying, hey, bitch, if you can't reply to my good morning text, bitch, every single day, bitch, when I text you, I need a reply, ho. If you can't do that, then guess what? When you call me, bitch, I ain't gonna answer, bitch. And I'm gonna text you and tell you what I'm doing throughout my day. And this is what the narcissist did. But the problem with his retaliation is I don't care. And I'm not going to retaliate per se in the way he does, but I'm actually going to fix the problem. So the way I fixed the problem was by clicking block. So I don't even read his text anymore. And I think his phone sends him a message saying, it sends him a reply saying that his message did not come through to my phone. I think when I block him, it does that. Because what'll happen is if I unblock him, no more texts come in. So when I click block and he sends that next text, he gets a reply saying, I ain't getting it. So he knows I blocked him. And every time I block him, he stops calling and he stops texting. That's how I know with his phone. He has more of an advanced phone, so I know that that's what's happening. I figured that out. So you don't want to be playing games with narcissists. Because remember, number 6 is people that they play games with. If you broke up with this person, they're no longer in your home, you're no longer in their home, and you don't hang out with them, it's easy to get out the game. You just click block. I am supportive of block now because it will show that they're calling you. So if you choose to have a phone call with anyone, it will show that they're calling you and you can return their call. The point of this video is to end the texting madness. This is not a video about ending phone call madness. This is a video about ending the texting chaos. So again, number 6 is people that they play games with for years. This narcissist attempted to play games with me for years, but it doesn't really go anywhere with me because I don't really have time for it. And so what the narcissist did for 3 or 4 days out of, his spitefulness, revenge, and his sick vindictiveness, he decided to not answer my call and to just text me for the next 3 or 4 days. Hey, baby girl, how you doing? I'm fellowshipping with the guys. And that's another boundary. Narcissists, I don't update this narcissist on what I'm doing. Now, if I'm talking to him, I may say, what you doing? What you doing, Marie or Irene? I'll say, I'm making my coffee. But as far as my whereabouts, this is one of the ways I got rid of this narcissist was changing my schedule. See, this particular narcissist, if I wanted to gun this man down, I wouldn't want to do that to anybody. But this particular narcissist, he's like one of the Italian movies where in one of the Italian movies, they told one of the men, well, you know what? If somebody, I think it was in one of the Godfather movies where one of them said, if somebody wanted to kill you, it ain't really hard to find you. The narcissist keeps a rigid schedule. He works during these hours. He leaves the house during this time. He's at this one friend house during this time. He's at this particular grocery store at this time. He ain't hard to get. But what I did, I was able to rearrange my schedule. So because I knew what time he would be out, I changed when I'm out. And it worked. One of his friends said, it's weird, Irene, we never see you no more. I was just totally gloating. I was like, I did a good thing. What I did worked. That's what I wanted. I didn't want to be seen. So it worked. I totally changed my whole schedule. And I was able to do that because of the flexibility in my current schedule. See, he has to work from 7 to 4 or something, or 8 to 5. Some days I'm only working from noon to 4. So before noon, I could do what I need to do when I know he's at work. So changing your schedule around, if you really don't want to be around the narcissist, then stop going to the park at 3 p.m. when you know they at the park. Stop doing that. One of my things that I will not do is change my phone number. I have enough boundaries and control, and I'm someone that's willing to call the police. I don't change my phone number for anybody. I vet people good enough where I don't need to change my phone number. Simple blocking and not acting interested keeps people away from me. So again, number 6 is narcissists text and or have text conversations with people that they could play games with. Now, what did I tell you I was going to do? Since I'm in that category, I've already clicked block on him. So he'll go away for a while. I've already clicked block. Okay. So number 7. So here we're at number 7. So narcissists text or have conversations with people that they are putting on the shelf and then taking off of the shelf when they need them. And they can need you just to talk to. If you're willing to supply that to anybody, okay. Anybody that's nonviolent with you and has always been nonviolent, they know how to keep their hands to themselves and they're not name calling. If you want to talk to them, talk to them. Narcissists or not, you just got to have boundaries. Okay. It's a really rare situation. It's really a rare situation that I communicate with the narcissist, but in this particular case, I do videos, okay? So it helps with my videos. It helps me get a better understanding of narcissism, and I'm helping you as well. So putting you on the shelf, that's something I originally learned from HD Tutor. So they're just putting you on the shelf like an object, coming back for you later. And you don't have to be there when they get back. I'm usually the person that's not there when they get back. I'm very good at, you could put me on the shelf. And what I do with people, the way I retaliate best, this has been a number one go-to for narcissists that have been in my life. I allow them to do it. Whatever a narcissist wants to do, as long as they keep their hands off me and to themselves, I allow them to put me on the shelf. Because while I'm on the shelf, I'm fleeing and constantly doing things. So, okay, the narcissist puts me on the shelf. So while I'm on the shelf, I done blocked him, got their things out of my residence. If there is, I'm giving examples. Usually I don't have to get their things out of my residence because the narcissist had his place and I had mine. But I'm giving you an example of what you could be doing. You're moving to a new location, you're changing jobs. So while the narcissist has you on the shelf, you're changing your life. You've changed the locks on your doors if they had your house key. The narcissist never had my house key. But in some cases, you need to be doing a lot to make sure you're safe, okay? And with any narcissist, there always is a potential safety risk, just due to the fact they don't have emotional empathy. But if the narcissist is an aware narcissist, they may be able to use a little cognitive empathy to understand, well, if I go do something to her or him, I'm going to go to jail. They may be able to think that way. But there's always a safety risk with any narcissist, sociopath, or psychopath just because they lack empathy. Okay. One particular good friend I had, her daughter had a boyfriend. I think she had only been with that boyfriend a couple of years. He did something to her vehicle, I think, and murdered her dog. Okay, so one of my good friends' daughter, I knew her daughter since she was a little girl. She grew up, got a boyfriend, was with him for maybe, I think, up to 2 years, I think, from memory. And he murdered her puppy and did something to her car to make her car not start or run. She couldn't drive the car out the parking spot. So all narcissists are dangerous because they lack empathy. So that particular boyfriend of my friend's daughter, he lacked empathy for the dog and for my friend's daughter because she needed to use her car to go to work. So all narcissists, sociopaths, and psychopaths could potentially be dangerous because they lack empathy for you, others, and other people's things. Okay. So just keep that in mind. And I say this to say, if you know they toxic and they're a bad person and they're a narcissist or a psychopath or sociopath, be leery of them and stay from around them. Okay. That's the best go-to, is just not to be in their company. So, okay, number 8. Why do narcissists have text conversations with you or just text you at all? Number 8. They feel as if they have some control over you. Okay. Or they feel like they're going to be able to gain the control back. So they either feel like they still have it or they feel like they can get it back. Some of them think you always love them. It's one of the silliest things they can think, is that you really love them. And other people around them will think this. If they knew that you really, really cared about a narcissist, if the narcissist died right now, you may not even cry. You might not even care. You might be totally indifferent to this narcissist because this is decades and decades later. But people that are the narcissist coterie, people that they affiliate with, or even the narcissist will really believe that you're not over this person. Like almost like the narcissist is like the Lord or something. It's so sick how people look at the narcissist that way. You could have been with this narcissist when you was a little child. I had an experience a couple of years ago where a sister told me I still love this guy. I do in a spiritual sense because I'm not supposed to hate, but I'm definitely not in love with that person. Definitely not. That was somebody I cared about when I was a child. No more. But people will believe in their mind that you have not moved on from this narcissist, even though you know what a narcissist is now. So, okay, so the next category of people that narcissists text and or have text conversations with will be number 9. Single people, people that don't have a man. Okay. Or a woman, or a lady, or a man. Somebody that's they don't have a significant other, especially people that don't have one in the home. Okay. Narcissists, they don't care that your boyfriend come over to your house. If they know your boyfriend or girlfriend live in another residence, they still gonna be texting you. They don't consider that person really nobody to you because they don't live with you. Okay. So if a narcissist knows that your boyfriend or girlfriend don't live in the house with you, they will text you like you single. They put you in the single category. Okay. And there's nothing wrong with being in the single category. It's a wonderful, peaceful category to be in. And it's a category to be in where you can get a lot done other than just socializing, talking to, having sex with, having babies by narcissists. It's not a bad category to be in. It's a situation the Lord may want you in for some time as far as being single, so you can accomplish other things that are more beneficial to you. The Lord may want you to help people. Okay. So number 10, narcissists text and or will have conversations with this particular category. Number 10, married people. If you're married, whether you've had an affair or whatever with the narcissist, they will still contact you. A narcissist don't care that you married. They have no boundaries. They have no boundaries. They don't care if you're married. So if you're a married person, a narcissist will text and or have text conversations with you. That's number 10. Number 11, narcissists will text and or have text conversations with people that they are upset with. I would be in that category as well. The aware narcissist, he's always in a subtle way upset with me because he's not getting what he wants. I'm not under the control I used to be. I never was under the control in the first place because I had the upper hand I had was that I was not married to this man, not living with this man. He was just a boyfriend. So there's not a lot of control that someone can necessarily get when you don't get in too good with them. You don't want the person. This narcissist has never laid his hands on me or my kids or done anything to us violently. Okay? So stop marrying people and moving them in your house and you moving in their house. That's how you're going to be in fights. So number 11 is people that they are upset with. So people, it doesn't matter that their text is nice. You're like, oh, well, they said they love me. So they're texting you because they upset with you. Okay. So that's number 11. So what's the other category of people that narcissists text and or have text conversations with? Number 12 would be people that are rejecting them or saying no to them. Say no without using the word no. I've talked about this on other videos. Other ways of saying no is I'm not going to be available today. I'm going to be at work. You never begin with no. No is a lot of times the last word somebody is using before they're killed. They've told someone no that's right in their physical presence and they're shot down. Okay. So learn to say no without using the word no. No is an aggressive word and it applies to your children, people that you are in charge of being a disciplinary to. If you're not somebody's mother, father, auntie, or uncle, or big cousin, or little cousin, it may not be appropriate to use the word no. You might even want to avoid it with siblings. You know, if your sibling wants to loan or borrow some money, just say, I don't have any money. You don't have to say, no, I ain't got that. Just say, no, I don't have any. Just say, I don't have any money without using the word no. So that's something I actively do just because I like to be more peaceful with people. I don't want to be aggressive. It's no need to be. So a narcissist is texting or having text conversations with people that are rejecting them or saying no to them. So you would call yourself in this case, if you're saying no or rejecting or not in compliance with a narcissist, then you're what you call challenge fuel. So they're texting you because now you're kind of like a challenge. And narcissists, whether they're aware or unaware, they believe that persistence pays off. Okay. So persistence is to keep coming at you. If I keep coming at you, if I keep asking, even though you said you're not going to let me in your house, if I keep asking you every day, you're going to give in. That's one of the things I'm good at is not giving in to people. Was I always good at it? No. But I am good at it now and better at it. I've always been good at it to a certain degree, but I am skilled at it now. I'm very seasoned at not giving in to people. If I don't want to do it, I don't do it. You can't make me give in because you keep asking me. I'm not somebody that's going to be letting people toy with me like that. So develop that skill, keep coming to this channel, and you will get better at it. Okay. So, narcissists text and or have conversations with people that they want supply from would be number 13. They want something from you. They want money, sex. They want to move in your place and take over. They want to dirty your stuff up. They want to wear your clothes, wear your shoes. They want to drive your car. They want to steal from your bank account. They want to take your jewelry and your money in your safe. They want to start shit with you and your kids, start mess with you and your kids. They want to just come and do inside sabotage. So sometimes the supply is just making you mad. Sometimes you're being sent texts so you can go off. So a narcissist may text you and say, you know what, I should have dated your mother. And so the supply they want from you is you cussing them out through the text, or you calling and screaming and hollering at them. Get better control of yourself, okay? So calm yourself down, because sometimes the supply is making you miserable, because narcissists, most of them don't want to live, don't want to be here, and struggle to find happiness. Happiness is not their thing. Happiness is not one of their emotions. So the supply they want from you is to make you miserable. So that's number 13. You're being texted, and the narcissist is texting you good morning text or whatever, and having text conversations with you because they want supply from you. So they're grooming you in a sense as well. Wanting supply from you and grooming you would be part of 13, number 13. Okay. So I said that this video wouldn't be that long, but now look. But I just don't know. I'm going through the list, right? So the narcissist is texting you and or having text conversations with you because you're in number 14 category, which means they are getting supply from you. Now, if they're getting supply from you, you should be getting more texts or more calls. I'm more in the category of number 13, where the aware narcissist or any unaware narcissist, they're not getting supply from me. So I'm not getting a bunch of calls. They ain't blowing up my phone. I'm not getting a bunch of that because I'm not giving them the supply that they want. So number 14 would be they're getting supply from you. So I would say when I was with any narcissist, when I'm giving supply to them, giving them what they want, then they call you more because you a good supply source. You're giving it to them every day, right? They can come to you every day and get money from you until you can't pay your rent now. Okay. Fortunately, I didn't have that problem. I'm not somebody that's giving away large sums of money because I have bills to pay and I don't have enough left. And it's just not my type of nature to be just giving people my bill money. Okay. So, narcissists text and or have text conversations with people that they want to annoy. So I would fall in that category too, because the aware narcissist, he knows I don't want his good morning text. So, but he wants to annoy me. But it doesn't annoy me. I just do a video about it and I've already blocked them. So don't let them annoy you. Just do something about it. Okay. So they want to annoy you. It's just not rational. If the person ain't replying to your text you send every day, just stop texting. So if they keep texting, they want to annoy you. And they're sitting on the other end calling you a bunch of names. So this particular narcissist that's texting me every day, when he doesn't get a reply back, he's in his house talking to himself alone. Motherfucking bitch ain't replied today. Fuck that bitch, Irene. Fucking bitch ass bitch. Man, I want to go beat that bitch ass. No, I ain't gonna go beat that bitch ass. The bitch kind of crazy. No, I'm gonna beat that bitch ass. This how they be talking to themselves. They do this for real, y'all. Narcissists talk to themselves because when they want to annoy you, they end up annoying themselves. Okay, so remember, and you understand this too. If you go try to annoy someone, it will backfire. So just don't try to annoy people. It shouldn't be something that you actively trying to do. What are you getting out of it? It's sick to purposely be trying to annoy people that you done broke up with. Y'all broke up. Leave the person alone. So the next reason, who do narcissists text and or have text conversations with? Number 16 would be people that will not say goodbye. So people that are hanging on to the hope that it's gonna get better. Hope is one of the worst things you could have with a narcissist. I hope they unbrainwash my kids, and I hope it works out with me and the estranged kids that the narcissist took custody of. I hope I could get back with this aware narcissist and he be a good stepdaddy and we be one big happy family. Um, I hope me and the narcissist gonna buy us a house together. I hope me and the narcissist we gonna start going skating and bowling together and go to concerts. I hope the narcissist gonna stop drinking and smoking dope. They can do this to people and people will feel this way when you're the type of person that you just will not say goodbye. And when I say goodbye, you don't say it to them on the phone or in person. You just got to put an end to things. You gave it enough time, it didn't work out. The narcissist or psychopath, they didn't already took your kids. Leave all of them alone. People that don't know how to say goodbye don't get out the ring with the people. They stay in the boxing ring because they're convinced they're going to win the fight. You should not be trying to win a fight with any narcissist. What you want to do is stop fighting. You get out the ring and you just be in no contact. So people that don't know how to say goodbye, or the other word would be put closure to it. Okay. If you a man or a lady, I went through this. I went through a really bad custody battle with my ex-narcissist that I was in a marriage with. And estrangement from the kids happened. Okay. They no longer little kids no more. And a lot of people that don't know how to say goodbye, one of the reasons they don't know how to say goodbye is you believe everything that show up in your life is from the Lord. You truly believe this. And that is a decline of your intelligence. Is for you actually to believe, especially when you know it's a narcissist involved. So like with the custody battle, I had a situation where there was some contact made from one of the estranged children. I quickly repelled that situation. I knew it was very unhealthy, not just for me, probably for the estranged child as well. That's not a child anymore, may I point out. The only way it'll work with the estranged children that become older is if they have to be willing to cut full contact or be in a complete no contact with who brainwashed them or who got them on the road to convincing them in a subtle way, passive aggressively or aggressively, that they other parent ain't shit. You're not gonna too much get nothing from the narcissist kids, but heartache. They are a spawn and they are a seed of the narcissist. So their brain is wired and they will think like that narcissist. Estranged children that have been gone a very long time, they're coming back to torture you. Point blank. So I'm not the type of person that is not willing to say goodbye. Saying goodbye includes cutting all ties, disowning these children through some form of a will. Okay, you can legally disown these children, which means if you pass away, they can't get anything from you and they have no rights to even your dead body. Okay, so I suggest disownership of estranged children. I have not disowned any of my children legally or morally. They still are your children. You can acknowledge them as your biological children, but you want to be the type of person that is willing to cut ties, say goodbye, and put closure to it within yourself. They don't love you. Okay. It's very rare that a narcissist child that they took custody of will love you. They don't love you or their other siblings. So I cannot expect my ex-narcissist children, I call them his children as well, to suddenly wake up one day and love me and my sons. That's not how they were wired to be. Saying goodbye is also accepting. Number 16. The reason you want to say goodbye is you will be more willing to accept and understand how the other person is. And you will have empathy for it. You will say, I don't want to cuss this person out. But if you are not the type of person that's willing to say goodbye, they're going to keep texting you, DMing you, and messaging you through Facebook, gaslighting you, emotionally abusing you. The Lord ain't sending them back to you. That's not what's happening. The Lord actually took the problem away, but you have to learn to say goodbye. I'm very, very skilled at this now. And the result is, you want to know my result? I'm not sitting around crying over people. I have a freedom. Every day I wake up, I have a freedom that comes within my soul and my heart and my mind and body. My prayers are so fun to me now. Me and the Lord have a lot of fun praying. I got more angelic spirits around me. Right now, in this makeshift studio, I feel no demonic energy anywhere in my home because I'm willing to say goodbye, cut ties, and put my own closure to something. And so that's my result. If you are not the type of person to say goodbye or know how to say goodbye within yourself, the rest of your life, you're going to be living sad and sick. Your life is hell on earth. They just people. That's it. But the reality is people will want to harm you, especially if you're empathic and you are a person that has been filled with the Holy Spirit. So if you've been filled with the Holy Spirit, you better learn how to say goodbye, because the demonic energies of other people, they just want to torture you. And they always come back when you found happiness too. These type of Negroes know when you at peace. Okay. And this is when they come back through your messenger. But they always starting shit. Now, narcissist kids, I'll give you an example. One of the narcissist kids came back to me. You're my mother and I want to talk to you, but I don't want to talk to them. She don't want to talk to her little brothers. The narcissist kids, they're fucked up. Now, I'm in a no contact with my little sister, but that's been after decades and decades of us talking. My original nature is not being a big sister that don't want to talk to my sibling. That's so unnatural. But the narcissist kids are rigged that way. Okay. So it's different if, after 20, 15, or 30 years, you try to work it out with your sibling, then it doesn't work. That's different. But to just come on stage, like, no, I don't want to be their big sister. Just discard the situation. Ghost the person, move on with your life. You got to be willing to say goodbye. So narcissists, in this one, this number 16, I'm going to add a little bit more. The narcissist is texting and having text conversations. They're messaging you. They're DMing you because you are the type of person that doesn't know how to say goodbye. It's very, very bad trait. You need to get more skilled at it. There will be some rare situations where it's some kind of miracle and the narcissist child comes back and they ready to have a good relationship. But that's because that narcissist died, or the narcissist did something to them very horrible. It usually won't happen when they are in consistent contact with their abuser. And that's what the narcissist is. Parental alienation, when that narcissist or psychopath or sociopath goes to court to take your kids, they are abusing the parent, the other parent, and their own children. Parental alienation hurts the kids the most. It denies them a relationship with their other parent and their other siblings if other siblings are involved. It's a form of abuse. It's a form of deadly psychological abuse towards the child. This child is screwed up in the head. Some people let their estranged children back in their life and they poison them too. Be very careful with estranged children. Leave them alone. They don't care nothing about you and they are psychologically screwed up. The only thing that that estranged child can take is their immediate situation. Let them deal with their kids and their spouse, their neighbors, and their jobs and stuff. Leave that child alone. It's not gonna work. Be willing to say goodbye. They part of this. I'm gonna add this in that annoyance. Let me see which one was they coming back to annoy you. Um, Let me see which number was that because I want to add. Okay, number 15. I want to add this. People they will annoy. So they're texting and having conversations with people that they want to annoy and people that they want to antagonize. So add that to number 15. Number 16, of course, is the narcissist is texting and or having text conversations with people that will not say goodbye. They will not put closure on it. They will not cut ties. These are people that are not willing to reap the blessings of moving on with their life. Okay. Number 17. Who do narcissists have text conversations with and or just texting? Number 17 would be disabled people. And when I say disabled people, people that are physically or mentally disabled. Okay. They can't walk, talk, they can't think straight. Let's add this, addicted people as well. People that have addictions or they're disabled. Number 17. Someone with an addiction is in some sense disabled as well. Okay, now who do narcissists have text conversations with and or texting? Number 18 would be people with confidence. I would consider myself someone with basic confidence and self-esteem. Now I have it. I used to have very low self-esteem when I was very young. I had the self-esteem of a feather. So I had to build that up. And yeah, so I don't have that problem anymore. So number 19, who do narcissists text and or have text conversations with? Number 19 would be people without confidence. If you are without confidence, you will attract a lot of narcissists and psychopaths and sociopaths. But if you're number 18, you actually have confidence, you're going to attract them too because you're challenge fuel. They want to try to remove your confidence. Narcissists hate people that are solid in who they are and have basic confidence. Confidence is also not being conceited. When I say confidence, I need to have basic confidence to do this video right now. If I don't have confidence, you know what? Confidence is something that's heard in your voice. When you don't have it, when I didn't have confidence or the correct amount of confidence and self-esteem, sometimes I didn't talk, or sometimes when I did talk, I talk real low. Yeah, you see these, you see those earrings right there, girl? Mm-hmm. I like that ring there. It's not humbleness. Okay. Stop being afraid of people that have a voice. Okay. Maya Angelou, you remember that voice, that outward voice? A voice that's you could tell they're a girl, but they speak. I know a sister I've been knowing since I was a teenager, and she lives in Texas. I won't say her name, but she's like a minister type lady. She has a similar voice of mine. She would call it an alpha female. I'm actually not an alpha female. I am a sigma. Okay. So every lady or man that's speaking in the way I do, they're not always alpha. I'm not alpha. I meet all the criteria of a sigma female. A sigma female is actually more powerful and can accomplish more emotionally than an alpha female. How will you know which one you have? A sigma female will have the ability to be more passive aggressive. There will be times where she's not saying anything and she's just watching the show. So, but with sigma females, there will be times when she's speaking, but she doesn't always need to speak to get her needs met. So, a lot of people don't know that there's a sigma female or a sigma male. They only know about the alpha and beta. The beta is considered weak, the alpha strong. But the strongest is who's right in the middle, the sigma. So this particular sister, she told me one time that she thought I was an alpha female, kind of. But she's like a minister type lady, and she has that voice, I would say, that's equivalent to mine. When she speaks, you hear her. If she got that microphone and spoke, you hear her. That's confidence. Okay. So don't be afraid of those people. They're very good for you. Okay. And usually they have very good intentions towards everyone. They usually are very balanced people. So, and some people are just shy. It's not that they're not confident. If they speak like, oh, you see that necklace there? Sometimes they're just really shy. But shyness within itself can be the opposite of confidence, right? If you're shy at all times, you don't have the confidence to get out of the shyness. Okay. So of course, number 18 is the narcissist is texting people or having text conversations with people that have confidence. And that's number 18. And number 19 would be the narcissist is texting or having text conversations with people that are without confidence or do not have confidence. Number 20, people are texting or narcissists, not people, narcissists, psychopaths, and sociopaths, they're texting or having text conversations or both with people that are in a sustained devaluation. What that means is the narcissist has decided they will never look at you the same. You done already left them too many times, gave them their little crappy Christmas gift back. Some of y'all done did that. I don't celebrate Christmas, but some of y'all done gave a Christmas gift back and pissed them off. You're in a sustained devaluation. It's ongoing. An example of sustained devaluation, sustained means it's nonstop. Looking down on you is nonstop. That would be with estranged children, okay, that narcissists have partially raised or raised their whole life. You will be in a sustained devaluation. And if you don't do number 16, if you're not the type of person that's willing to say goodbye, they're going to keep adding on number 20 to keep contacting you. You're in a sustained devaluation, which is what I would be in with the aware narcissist that keeps sending me the GM text. I'm in a sustained devaluation in his mind because I ended the relationship years ago. So I'm always going to be in a sustained devaluation. Block the narcissist, and you'll still see the phone calls. It's up to you who you want to talk to. This video is about the texting. Number 21, another person that a narcissist is texting or having text conversations with, or both, is people that hang out with them. So you're a person that's put on the shelf and taken down because you hang out with them. Narcissists also text and or have text conversations or texting people that also don't hang out with them. That would be number 22. So number 21, they're texting you because you hang out with them. And it don't matter if you hang out with them once every 5 years when they come in town. That's why you get in the text. And then a lot of times they'll just text you when they're ready to take you off the shelf. And then number 22, They're texting you and or having text conversations with you because you don't hang out with them. So which category are you in? I'm gonna add number 23. Number 23, worst case scenario, the narcissist is texting or text conversating with you because their intent is to kill you, rape you, or harm you or someone close to you. So number 23 is they have a deadly plan in store for you. So that's why they're texting you. I watched it on crime cases. The texts are to set you up. So the text conversations and or the text, they're conversating with you when they send you pictures as well. Those are text conversations. Consider a picture a text conversation. So number 23 is they're doing it because they're going to set you up and hurt you or someone you love real bad. So they texting you because they want to know your whereabouts. Number 24, I'm going to add a number 24. The narcissist is texting or calling you or not calling. Take calling off the table. They're texting you or having text conversations with you because they want to show off. So, like the narcissist over the past 3 or 4 days, he wanted to let me know he was fellowshipping with the guys. Basically, the appearance that he's doing something without me, so to speak, which I don't care. I want him to be with the guys because I don't want him around me. Okay, so they're trying to show off. And it's also a boundary that the narcissist is breaking because when you break up with someone, you should not feel obligated to let them know where you're at or what you're doing. I don't let a narcissist know what I'm doing or where I'm at. The most I let them know is that I just made me a cup of coffee. And I'm not always doing that. So that would be number 24. They're trying to show out. Number 25, they're texting you and or having text conversations with you so you will share what you're doing. So if you're sharing what you're doing, the narcissist can stalk you more. In this particular aware narcissist, he was doing subtle stalking. He does subtle stalking. But the good thing is this aware narcissist, he makes me aware that he's stalking me. What a blessing. One time me and my youngest son Daniel was out and we were going to Subway, right? We had just left Subway. And the narcissist sat in his car and watched Daniel and I. And I think I uploaded a laugh out loud video about it. It was like a 2-minute video over a year ago or something. He let me know that he saw me and Daniel at Subway. Now, what would most people do if they're sitting in their car and they saw myself and Daniel at Subway? They would say hi, or sometimes they won't even let you know they've seen you at all. But this particular narcissist sat there and stalked and watched Daniel and I leave Subway and told us that he saw us. And I responded by saying, thank you for protecting us. We so appreciate you. You on guard. If something happened at Subway, you can get out the car and help us out. That was my way of saying I'm passive aggressive. So that's my way of saying, nigga, stop motherfucking stalking me because you're not my bodyguard and you're not my motherfucking kid's bodyguard, nigga. That's my passive aggressive way of saying that. And he stopped stalking us. Okay, that stalking behavior stopped. Because I'm kind of being funny, like, we at Subway. I said, well, next time, brother, say hi. Say hello. Me and Daniel would have loved to speak to you. Okay, and I'm not saying nigga like all black men are niggas, but I'm just saying, that's what I'm saying. Like, It's uncomfortable. I mean, if you see us at Subway and you're sitting in your vehicle, speak, man. Just say hello. But he was actually stalking me here and there. He was. And over time that behavior got better because I changed my schedule. And him or his guy friend acknowledged to me that they don't see me anymore, which that's what I want. I don't want you to see me no more so you can stop freaking stalking me, following me around. Me and my child. He's stalking me and my child. Okay. But yeah, basically that's it, y'all. So yeah, so these are 25 reasons. Hopefully I did name 25. I don't remember. Let me see. Let me add one more. The Let me add one more just in case I missed 25. This is a bonus one. Narcissist, the ultimate reason that the narcissist is texting you or text conversating with you is because you are a good person. You are a decent person. A decent person. I think they better than a good one because if you look up the word decent, it includes someone with morals. So they're texting you and having text conversations with you because you are a good person. And it's not easy to find good people like you. Block them. Begin to use texting and messaging and DMs for more professional reasons. Start you a small business. Get on your online banking. Get you a Chime account. Apply to drive for Uber again. Get you an at-home job. Figure out how to get an additional income in your home and be a better person. The narcissist text at this point should be annoying to you. It should annoy you and you don't need to be bothered with it. Block them. The new phones can show if they're calling. So if it's a narcissist that's at a distance and you do want to take the call every blue moon, texting, if you block them from texting, I'm going to be honest, it will get you on the road to complete no contact. That's what it does. That's why this particular aware narcissist, I'm very rarely in any contact with him because he's usually blocked. But I use that block texting. That block, it blocks his calls and his texts, right? But it stops him from texting. But then when I unblock, he'll just start the whole process again. And I was just curious to see what the narcissist will do. I did it for curiosity reasons. So this is what they'll do. So since I did the lab experiment, I call it a lab experiment. Since I did that, I can now tell you is if you block them and then unblock them in a few months, they're still going to start the same routine. Whether they're an aware narcissist or unaware, they're going to start the same cycle again. It's a dead end relationship. They're a frenemy. They're not a good friend. They're dead souls. So just block them. So that is my new update because originally, some years ago, I said don't block. I don't use block. I grow up too, right? So block them. Because now the block still shows the call. The call will let you know that they're thinking about you and you could be in potential danger. You know what I would do? One of the ways that helped me, I'm going to tell you how not blocking the narcissist got me on the road to not being around this man. Not blocking him when he would call or text me, this was an advantage that I had of not blocking him. I knew when he would be looking for me and stalking me. So whenever he would call or text, I knew not to go to the grocery store during that time because I said, well, he's out. He's out, parked somewhere, trying to see what me and Daniel doing, because Isaiah would be at work. So, and Elijah had moved out. So that's how I was able to not be out when he's out. And it worked. But I had to have him unblocked to accomplish that. Now we want to move on to the next level. Now the narcissist doesn't know when I'm out, when I'm not out. Because he doesn't have sense to change his schedule. Okay, a narcissist, this particular type of narcissist, an aware narcissist that's been in the military, he just has the inability to change his schedule. The military done beat it in his brains to wake up and put on his house shoes by noon, be at boot camp by 3 p.m. And I'm being funny, y'all. Of course, they got to be there before then, right? So I'm just being a little sarcastic here. But yeah, basically, now you want to block the narcissist. You block their phone number. So let me make sure this narcissist is blocked. Okay, so I got to go in here. I don't change my phone number, y'all. If I got to change my phone number, I'm going to get the police involved. I don't do that. Too many people got this phone number. I've had this phone number too long. Oh, I got to click block, y'all. Oh, see? Let me. I made a major mistake, y'all. Okay. I'm not making this up. Listen. I'm going to this gentleman's phone number, this aware narcissist. I got to click block. And delete conversation. No, I'm not going to do that because I may need to call the police at any time. I don't want to delete the evidence, but I do want to click block. So I'm not going to fill in that hole. I'm going to click OK. Okay, so it's blocked. And let me see, I got one more I want to block. And this one is not a narcissist I've dated, but they use texting in a way that's unhealthy. So, yep, that one's already blocked. So I got two. You hear it, y'all? I don't have my speaker, but if you hear the little beep, so I got two blocked. So what I try to do on this channel is lead by example. So yeah, I got two individuals blocked. So they cannot text. And if I want to communicate, I will see the number come up. It will give the little blue circle with the line through it. And then you can call them back. You can just call the person back. So I got it done. Double check yourself. Oh, some of these new devices, I learned this from one of my friends, right? When he would get a new phone, people that he would have blocked, it would unblock them. So sometimes periodically go check and make sure they're still blocked. You can actually do that, y'all. Periodically check it out. Just to make sure. Okay. So let me address the comments. So Poop, whoever this is, he said hello. And then I don't know. It might have been just a typo. Poop. Thank you so much for the comments and the communication in the chat. I don't know what all the 6767s meant. I don't know what that means, but I've never blocked anybody from the chat. I'm not gonna block Poop, whoever that is. It doesn't benefit me to really block people from the chat because it keeps you in the algorithm with YouTube more. So I just didn't reply to that. You know, some of the comments that are kind of are off the wall and that are kind of antagonizing or can appear to be, I just didn't even question it. I wanted y'all to go on with the lesson. or we move on with the lesson here with the Advanced Insight channel. And I don't want to lose my likes. I got 4 likes. I don't want to lose my likes because I'm behaving all ghetto and arguing with some person that doesn't have good intentions in the chat. So poop poop, you're welcome back into the live, but please be respectful. And I don't know why you just typed 6767. Let me see. He typed let me count these numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So it's at least 25 to 30 6, 7, 6, 7s. And this was not a math or algebra live. So I don't know why it's just a bunch of numbers there, but I'm not going to block them because I don't know what his intentions were. And hello to you, Poop Poop. He's the only one. Maybe it's a guy. If it's a lady, they were the only one that left some comments here. So thank you so much, Poop Poop. But if the 6767 is some kind of game you're playing here, please don't do it anymore. But you're welcomed in the chat. And please like, share, and subscribe. And I think Poop Poop may have clicked on like as well. So if Poop Poop, if you clicked on like, thank you for the like. And people, with lives, you can't judge people's YouTube names, right? I'm not a priest or a nun where I'm on here analyzing the name of everybody's YouTube channel. It's a person that doesn't want to use their real name. So Poop Poop is not using his real name. Okay, so, or her real name. So don't be so judgmental of the names, because you will have some interesting YouTube names. And sometimes they may just change their name just to leave the comment because they don't want people knowing who they are. So again, thank y'all for participating in the live. Please like, share, and subscribe. And tune in for more right here with the Advanced Insight channel. And block the narcissist. Don't reply to GM texts or good morning texts. This person, you broke up with this person, they're not in your home, leave them alone. Because remember, number 23 was they're texting you or contacting you because they want to hurt you or someone around you. So never forget number 23, y'all. I think it was number 23. Remember, all narcissists, because they lack emotional empathy, all of them can be dangerous to you emotionally, spiritually, and physically. Avoid the danger. Move on with your life. It's a very good feeling to move on with your life. It's not a bad thing. I reap the benefits of it, and I'm constantly receiving new people and new blessings in my life every day. And my new life is better than my old life with the narcissist or with any narcissist. And I'm serious about that. You're not missing anything. When narcissists and psychopaths and sociopaths are out of your life, you are truly not missing anything. Your soul should feel better, and you should feel a big weight that's lifted off you. You may not feel it right away, but in time you will. And once you become skilled, you should feel it right away. When I made sure that this narcissist was blocked, so he can't text me or call me, I'll be able to see his call because it'll show that blue circle with the line through it. But I felt instant relief as soon as I click block. And also confirming that the other individual was blocked as well. You don't need their text. You just don't need it. Start you a YouTube channel. And I'll support your YouTube channel. If any of you start a YouTube channel and you tell me your channel name and where to go, I'll support your channel. So please like, share, and subscribe. Tune in for more right here with the Advanced Insight channel. At QFC Pharmacy, flu. Tune in for more right here. Let me be the one you run into. You should be running to the Lord, y'all. Let me be the one, run into. I love R&B, y'all. Let me be the one. Let me be the one. I wanna be the one you come running to. I want to be the channel that you come into. Please like, share, and subscribe, y'all. Thank you. Bye. Tune in for more.